First of all, I apologize for not being consistent with my reviews, and that is because I don't have a lot of time, and the time I do have is what I used to make the previous video about the clans in Boruto. So if you haven't checked that out, please go and check it out because it is a good video. All right, now let's talk about the manga chapter. Right, the reason why it says Rant in the title is because of certain things. I'm not saying the chapter is bad, because it wasn't bad. In fact, the chapter was actually good, and that is why I put a rant there. And now you're thinking, what the fuck? That doesn't make sense. Well, listen to this, alright? So I'm gonna talk about the chapter, and then gradually you're gonna find out what I meant with rant. It is not because I hate it, it's because certain things that certain characters say are complete contradictions or do not make sense, alright? So let's talk about the manga chapter. So the first scene that we get is the fight, the cave fight. Okay, so it's a 6 vs 1, and for some reason one whoops the ass of 6 people who are incredibly skilled. We have 3 Jonin and then we have 3 Genin, right? And for some reason these 3 Genin could not do anything. At least one person out of the 3 Genin did something, which is Boruto. Mitsuki did not even do anything. This nigga was reading the chapter with us. That's what he did, because he didn't even budge. All right, and then Sarada, at least Sarada tried, you know what I'm saying? She had the flash grenade, but then she did not know how to utilize it or signal people to get away, so that basically made her useless, but it is not her fault. The only person here who did not do anything is Mitsuki. I don't know what he's doing, and I do not like that because he has Sage mode. If anything, he is the person that can deal most damage, because Sage chakra allows you to lift all these kinds of objects and all that kind of stuff. Like, if someone had Sage mode and punched you in the face, that would be it, you know what I'm saying? Mitsuki did not do anything. I like the fact that they took out the machine gun, and reason being that the machine gun is a firearm, and Kishimoto never wanted firearms in the Naruto world because it is too convenient. I mean, why fight a nigga when you can just pop his knees and niggas lying on the ground begging for his life, right? No one there is equipped or has the necessary speed to dodge bullets, so instead of bullets, right, it is fire style, which the robots were actually using in the previous chapter, right? So they can dodge that, and I'm happy that konohamaru destroyed it, and I hope that the machine gun is actually a prototype, and that means that it is the only machine gun that exists in the world. And because it is ineffective, I might, you know, try to abandon the whole point of using a machine gun, since it is useless against ninja. So I'm happy about that. What I'm not happy about is that it was 6 vs 1 and they ran. How is 6 vs 1? How's it 6 vs 1? You can jump the guy, but you run. And the thing is, if you really think about it, right, Ao is the right hand man of the Mizukage. That stands for something, right? It does stand for something, and it means that you cannot just jump this guy. But the thing is, Ao is handicapped, and he did not demonstrate a lot of skill when he was fighting. He just basically hit them with surprise attacks, and then he took a glove from Katasuke. That's literally all he did. So let's talk about konohamaru. Now, people have been saying that konohamaru is easily Kage level, and I fully disagree because of what happened in this chapter, alright? So first of all, we have konohamaru, who is fleeing with a team member because he cannot handle what is going on, so they had to hide. That shows that he does not have the necessary power in order to deal with whatever forces that injured his teammate. Secondly, if you were to actually put a lot of Kage level ninja in this situation, they would have actually cleared the plate. They would have cleared whoever was attacking them. If you put A there, A would have easily destroyed Ao because he is very, very fast and his lightning armor is really hard to pierce. If you put Onoki there, that would be worse because there would be nothing left of Ao. Onoki would turn this guy to dust. If you put Tsunade there, Tsunade have superhuman strength. That is lethal with a single strike. And the thing is, her defense includes healing any type of wound, which basically makes her invincible for a certain period of time. And if you put Naruto, Sasuke there, these people can just clear the plate. They can wipe out an entire city or village without even trying. Now, those people are Kage level ninja. Kage level ninja have the power to protect an entire village. Konohamaru does not have the power to protect an entire village. So people saying that Konohamaru is Kage level, no, he's not. Or maybe on the other side, it could be that he has more power to reveal. Maybe he has Sage Mode or something. We don't know what Konohamaru has gotten over the years of training, but maybe it is because they are fighting in a cave and he doesn't want the cave to cave in, so he needs to hold back and get everyone out of there with safety. But then the question is, why hide in a cave when you know an enemy is going to come there, and then you're going to be forced to confront the enemy within a cave? So basically you created the situation for yourself, right? Anyways, because of the fighting, Mujina, I think his name is Mujina, decides to sacrifice himself because he has Jonin level expertise to analyze the whole situation, and he doesn't see them beating Ao anyway. So he decides to sacrifice himself and lets Konohamaru and the rest escape, which happens, right? But then before he does that, Ao actually activates his arm, right, his bionic arm, and then a double-edged lightsaber kind of thing comes out and stabs Mujina. But then he uses Doton to cave in the entire cave, and then obviously Ao survives, which is not a surprise to me. But then Ao actually took one of the gloves which Katasuke has, and the thing is, that thing operates similarly to a Godama. And if that is really the case, like I said in my previous chapter review, if that is the case, then ninja technology is gonna make ninjas redundant really soon. And I'm gonna get more into that when I talk about Katasuke, because that part is going to be the rant section of this review, alright, because of what Katasuke said. So this is the rant part of the entire video. If you do not like rants, or you do not like hearing the truth, then leave, because I'm about to rant and I do not want to hear anyone talking about me ranting in the comment section down below, because I did warn you to leave, alright? So let's talk about the ninja tools, right? So they escape, and then Sarada actually uses some of the healing foam on Konohamaru's face, right? My problem is that Sarada is using a tool in order to heal Konohamaru. The question is, why are you not using healing medical ninjutsu? Because your mother is the best medical ninja in the entire village, so she should have taught you some medical ninjutsu, mainly because you have good chakra control, or at least have demonstrated better chakra control than Sakura ever did when she was Genin/academy student, meaning that Sarada has a better start than Sakura, meaning that Sarada can surpass Sakura. But then you're telling me that the best medical ninja in the entire village did not teach their offspring how to use medical ninjutsu, knowing that their offspring is gonna go and fight and do dangerous missions. I'm gonna body 3 people. I'm gonna body Naruto, I'm gonna body Boruto, and I'm gonna body Katasuke. Alright, let me start with Katasuke. Now before I body him, right, I'm gonna talk about what made me actually love this manga chapter, and that is actually seeing emotion come out of Katasuke. Because first of all, when I saw Katasuke, I did not like him because he was creating these ninja tools which actually make ninja redundant, right? But then after seeing Remorse, it actually made me like the character even more, because even though he can be an arsehole, and it was because he was under a genjutsu, we can see that he is actually human, who, you know, has emotions behind what he does, and he is actually feeling remorseful for what happened because of the ninja tools that he created. Think about it, he is responsible for the death of Mujina, who could not see any other way except from sacrificing himself for them to get away, and that is because he is the one who created the current Ao, and he actually has the Godama hand glove thing that he is going to use to body them later on, right? And Katasuke is feeling remorseful, and he owns up to it by actually trying to be the decoy, even though he knows he stands no chance. So basically he's offering his life in order to help the mission be a success, which actually made me like the character of Katasuke, right? And Katasuke is one of the only few characters I like right now. However, that doesn't mean that he's gonna get away with a few things he said, alright? Because first of all, let's talk about the ninja weapons. First of all, Katasuke is a scientist, and if anything, scientists actually study the implications of anything they have invented before they release it into the world, alright? The thing is, Katasuke's ideas were very short-sighted, because this guy invented ninja weaponry and thought that it would actually be used for good. Okay, now let's take a history lesson in our world and in the world of Naruto. Let's start with the world of Naruto. In the world of Naruto, there has been conflict, and Kaguya had been alive for more than 1,000 years before she even came onto the earth, right? When she came on the earth, there were already established civilizations, and there were already beefs going on. People have been slitting each other's throats before Kaguya even arrived. Alright, and even though she arrived, she ended the war after Hagoromo ended Kaguya. and decided to give mankind freedom, guess what they did? They fought, and Hagoromo thought he had the solution, which was chakra. He gave mankind chakra, and guess what they did? They decided to slit each other's throat and make the beefs even worse. It made the situation worse, right? The solution which Hagoromo thought would be used for good ended up being used for evil, and the reason is because of mankind. Mankind just don't like getting along with each other. Anything they get is just an advantage to kill one another, and that was chakra, not weaponry, that Hagoromo gave them. And then this man Katasuke decides to invent ninja weaponry, not just ninja tech, ninja weaponry, thinking that it's gonna help people. Eventually people are gonna get their hands on it, and Ao is living proof of this, and they are gonna use it for evil like it's happening right now. And that is what I'm saying. He is crying and is sad because he was very short-sighted and he thought no one is gonna get their hands on it and do something evil with it. And the thing is, it is a weapon. Weapons are used for violent purposes. It doesn't matter whether you invented it for good purposes or not, people are going to find it and they are going to add their intentions to your invention in order to create something new, which is going to be conflict, since that is what they are good at doing in the first place. And Katasuke is a scientist. He should have studied these implications before releasing the technology. Now, I know some people are going to say, wait, but does that mean they shouldn't invent ninja technology? No, that is not what I'm saying. I'm saying invent ninja technology, don't invent weapons, because the weapons, if you really think about it, are not necessary anymore. There are no longer wars going on. There are just little beats here and there on the map going on between the smaller countries, and the bigger wars have been ended. So there really isn't a necessity to create weapons, because the demand for ninja as it is already low and has been established to be low. So creating these ninja technology and weapons for a conflict that is no longer there is useless. And secondly, the low demand for ninja is going to become even lower if people have technology. That means that they don't need ninja to come there to take care of the problem. They have weaponry to take care of the problem themselves, thus making ninja 100% redundant. Now let me body Naruto. The thing is, Naruto is Mr. Peace and Mr. Let's Talk It Out. He is, at the moment, he holds the title for the best Talk no Jutsu user, using anything but violence to stop any form of conflict. Even the person who killed a lot of people, including his parents, this guy tried to befriend and called him the coolest guy, which is kind of problematic. However, it does describe the character of Naruto. So why is this guy responsible for a village which is creating new weaponry? Like, that is violence. Naruto stood for no violence and talking things out, yet your village is low-key inventing new weaponry. It has been stated that Konoha is the only village that are making this a project, that are low-key doing this. The thing is, that is going to make ninja redundant, and that is also going to make you, Naruto, redundant, because you are in charge of the ninja. The military forces of the lands and the daimyo is the hidden villages which produce the military, which are the ninja. And there is no point of ninja if they have technology to equip to their own men in order to form new armies. That makes ninja redundant, and Naruto would pretty much have no job. If you guys didn't know, just because a hidden village is within a country doesn't necessarily mean they have to abide to what the daimyo says. They are separate from the daimyo. The daimyo just own the land on which the hidden villages are. That is it. They actually pay the hidden villages in order for the hidden villages to send their forces to fulfill the tasks of whatever the daimyo wants. That is how it works. But if you are selling these ninja technology to them, then that basically means that they can establish an army of their own, and basically the hidden villages are redundant. You're basically creating a strategy which puts you out of business. It's going to make you money in the long term, however, it's going to make your forces obsolete. But let's get away from the politics and let's go back to the basics. Mr. Peace Naruto, I will save every single person, is now inventing weapons, and he is actually for it. Now let me body Boruto, alright? So Boruto talks to Katasuke. He tries to cheer him up and says, you know what, I actually understand what's going on. I've judged for myself, I've seen the ninja tools and all that kind of stuff, and I do like it. And the thing is, I do agree with Boruto to a certain extent, alright? Now the ninja tools are not bad, the ninja tech is not bad, it is the weaponry which I do not like. And with the ninja tech, I'm talking about about the, prosthetic that is helping the dog, right? And they use the dog as a way to get to people's hearts because, people like, cats and dogs and all kinds of pets, right? So they use that as an example to help you sympathize with Boruto, as well as make the moment more emotional. My point is, if the technology that is being invented helps people, like say for example the thunder car, right, which takes people from one point in the village to the other, that is supporting. We have the healing stuff, right, which helps in case you do not have, healing ninjutsu or anything like that. And we have the prosthetics, that is helping, right? That is actually used to help people, not weaponry. Weaponry just spark more conflict, and you are just basically fueling the evil thoughts of people and helping bring that to life with ninja technology. It's not gonna be used for good later down the line. And now we have Kara who are interested in these technologies, and once they get it, then it kind of makes sense how Konoha got destroyed, because they got their hands on weapons. And I think potentially that androids are coming into the world of Boruto, because we already have Ao, who already looks like an android. And then we have these robots which can move and attack by themselves, and all they have to do is just create an entire army of these things and they can wreck any city they want, because these robots might potentially be able to use Kekkei Genkai later down the line. Anyways, they are going to split in two teams, one to take down Ao or at least delay him, and then the other team is going to get away with the information that they have. So I'm wondering who is going to do what. And I'm sure that the Jonins are going to handle Ao, and then the Genins are going to get away with the information, or at least that is the smartest thing to do, because the Genin are inexperienced compared to the Jonin, or at least Konohamaru, since Katasuke can't really do anything since he is not experienced to handle the situation. So yeah, that is my prediction for the next chapter. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below on what you thought about my little rant, as well as all the stuff I covered in my rant, because even though it is a rant, it does make sense. A lot of the things I said actually add up and make sense. So the main points are, Naruto is contradicting himself by preaching for peace whilst developing next generation weaponry, which will obviously go south, since weaponry always goes south. We have Katasuke, who is trying to own up for his mistakes, which I respect. We have Konohamaru, who is trying to put things in order, and it has been revealed currently, or at the moment, by his actions that he's not really Kage level. And Mitsuki didn't really do nothing, Sarada didn't really do nothing, even though it wasn't her fault, and she should have medical ninjutsu, since her mother is the best medical ninja and she lives with her mom. So, a parent passing down their jutsu to their kid is nothing which is abnormal and should have happened. But hey, you win and you lose, right? And Boruto is about to use the chakra lightsaber, and I'm wondering whether that is the changes that they are going to make, when Boruto fights Kawaki, because they did say they are going to make some changes. So maybe instead of carrying Sasuke's sword, he's going to have the chakra lightsaber or something like that. With that being said, let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below, whether you like my review or if you disliked it. I have nothing more to say, and bye.